What is up, everybody? Monkey here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some more Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. But I'm going to be going over what I think are the top 3 plants and zombies currently in the game. So now today's list is going to include the soldier and corn buff that is happening pretty soon. If you guys don't know about that, I will be talking about it a little bit more. But if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure to fling a fat banana at that like button. If you are new here, maybe think about subscribing, hitting the bell icon, becoming part of the monkey community, get notified when I do stream every day and upload every day. But now that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the list. Alright guys, so we are going to start the list off with the zombie side. So I do want to start with Super Brainz because he is probably the best zombie on the zombie side. Again, this list is not in any order, but Super Brainz is fantastic. So his role is attack. You have your L1, which I don't usually use pretty often, but it is still pretty good. Spin rapidly, dealing damage to nearby enemies. You just have to be careful with this because you could easily get punished. You have to know when to use it at the right time for it to be really effective. I don't use it too often because the other 2 abilities are fantastic. Your triangle, jump into the air, then land with explosive energy. So when you first start playing Super Brainz, this ability can kind of seem a little bit tricky, but you just gotta get the timing down, get used to it. Basically just kind of like riding a bike after you haven't rode it in like, let's just say 10 years, whatever. You gotta get a feel for it again, right? So you'll get the hang of it, but it's a fantastic ability. It can punish pea gatlings, it can punish oaks, it can punish any plant. It is fantastic. You can also use it to get away if you need to. I've used it a lot just trying to get away because if you think about it, you go sprint away, they can easily shoot you. Your triangle, you leap up in the air so they can have a little bit of trouble trying to shoot you, and you like fly across the land. So you're just going to be able to move faster and be able to get away faster. So it just makes sense. You don't have to always use these abilities for what they say, I guess you could say. Your R1 is Super Ultra Ball. I just keep getting distracted by Super Brainz moving his chest muscles. I wish I could do that. It's like Terry Crews over here. R1 Super Ultra Ball. Fire an explosive ball of energy. Fantastic ability. When I'm on the plant side, I always feel like I can jump over it, but you can't. I always get punished by it. Super Brainz, you'll be face to face rather than them just punching you. Those R1, you're dead. Fantastic ability, can counter pea gatlings as well and just punishes oaks, which are very 2 good pea shooters, are very 2 good plant classes right now. So fantastic. He did change a little bit in Garden for 2 from here. Again, please do not compare Garden for 2 characters to these. I know I am kind of going to be doing that in today's video, just comparing the abilities, but don't be like, I hate Corn because he's not this like he was in Garden for 2. This is a different game, right? Just keep that in mind. So your primary weapon, Heroic Fist. I'm going to go ahead and back out really quick. So in Garden for 2, Super Brainz were really good at the start of Garden for 2 because their range attacks did a lot of damage and you just had Super Brainz sniping around. It was insane. So you can kind of do that with this Super Brainz. You do have a range, but you can shoot again and it's pretty effective. So all you have to do is hold your R2. You charge it up, and then you can just it's a pretty decent range. I mean, what is that, like 20 yards maybe? Probably even a little bit longer. Fantastic. You just charge it up when you're going around a corner. You can one-shot nightcaps, which is fantastic because they're running around. Super Brainz is a fantastic nightcap counter, which makes him just really good just in that sense, but he's just fantastic character in general. So your R1, or your R2, excuse me, is really, really good. Now, people forget, Super Brainz has a shield, and it's fantastic. So you hold down your L2 if you are playing on PS4, and this is fantastic. So you can tell when it's about to break. You can really push with your team. You can push by yourself till you get close, and then you can just start whapping them with your fist. Just fantastic. You can do this, and then when you get a little bit closer with your Ultra Ball, so you can hit it easier, you can do that. Just so many things you can do with the shield, and it's so good. It is so good. But before I go into my next one, I do want to go over the upgrades I have been using to level him up. I'm only elite with him because I play all the characters. I want to be able to understand all the characters, play them as best as possible for content, for streams, just to let you guys know about these characters. I want to have a good feel with them. So what I've been using is low life, gain health by earning a vanquish when at low health. So this is really good because sometimes you're going to go in with your fists, you are going to whap their face, and you're just going to be close quarters, trying not to kiss basically, and you're going to get at low health some of the times. So low life helps with that. Then we have Vampire, gain health by earning a vanquish. So this is really good, basically kind of like low life because you are going to get close and just it comes in clutch all the time, especially with Super Brainz. You're going to get most of the kills probably if you're a really good player. So they're going to start to target you. Notice that, oh, this Super Brainz is always killing me. So this is going to come in clutch all the time. And then the upgrade you should always start with when you're trying to build your upgrades is leveling up. Always equip this one first and then equip other ones. This one use all the way till you get to master. There's no reason not to use it. It's fantastic. So always equip that one. All the classes I'm showing you guys today have this equipped currently. So that is Super Brainz, but let's go ahead and move on to who do I want to do next. We will do Scientist. So this might seem a little strange, but I think the Scientist is super good in this game. He's probably my favorite zombie to play right now, other than the Foot Soldier in Super Brainz and Engineer. There's so many good zombies, but Scientist feels really good. So he is a support role. So I feel like a lot of people don't understand that these classes are in roles now, so they're not going to be doing as much damage. A lot of people complain about Sunflower. She's a support role. She's not supposed to do a lot of damage now, so her rate of fire does seem a little bit slow. But if they amp it up, I feel like they would have to lower the damage. So it's basically the same thing, but that's a whole nother topic. So Scientist, support role, you still have your shotgun, your goo blaster, your L1, fantastic ability. Heal allies in an area near sticky healy thingy. So it's like a sticky bomb that was in Garden Warfare 2, but it heals. I'll show you guys in a little bit when we get out of the booth. But this I use to basically heal myself. You can heal other teammates because if you're pressuring with zombies and then the plants are really good, you're going to run away, get behind a corner together usually, press your L1, heal everybody up, the whole gang, go back in. Fantastic. Triangle is your warp. Teleport a short distance in the direction you are moving. So this is really good because it has charges and you can just warp a lot, but the warp seems a little wonky, I guess you could say. You're just gonna have to get used to it. It is a little bit tricky, but once you get used to it, it's fantastic. It's the same old Scientist warp, super good. Your R1, healing hose, spray allies to heal and extend their max health. So R1 is what you're going to be healing your allies most of the time with. So I do my R1 and I save the L1 for me because I need some love too, right? I need to be healed sometimes. So L1, R1, fantastic combo. So a little couple tricks with this guy that I feel like people do not know. Well, first let's do the L1. You can see the radius. It's pretty decent, but the tricky thing is getting your teammates to actually stand in the radius because they're randoms. They might not know. They might just, Billy Bob might just be up here chilling and your L1's back here. So what I like to do is like shoot the ground. Like, hey, Billy Bob, get over here, get some healing. So, but most of the time, again, my L1 is for me. Your R1, you press it once, you start healing. It's got a pretty decent range. And it's kind of weird because when I first started playing this game, you can, like, it kind of seems like you're not healing them. I don't know, it feels really weird. It's not as satisfying in Garden Warfare 2, I guess, but you are healing them, trust me. But the thing I wanted to talk about, my little trick, when you're on R1, you don't have to hold it or anything, you just press it once. You press it again to turn it off, but there's a better way to do it. So say you press your R1, you're healing. Oh no, Billy Bob, here comes a Pea Shooter. Let me shoot it for you because you have bad aim. You just press R2, your shoot ability, you just go straight into shooting. So now if we did it the other way, oh Billy Bob, here comes a Pea Shooter, let me go ahead and press R1 and then press R2 to start shooting. Takes a little bit longer. So you can just go straight into healing from shooting, which is fantastic. And I feel like people just, they don't know that, and it makes the Scientist so much better. But your warps, you have 3 of them. They don't go as far, but you do have 3. So they're fantastic. You just have to get used to them. They're not hard. Just use it, and you'll get the feel of it, and you'll have it in no time. So that is the Scientist. Let me go over the upgrades. I did not press that, but okay. So this one, probably the best one you could use. Refreshing Revive. Faster refresh time for all abilities by reviving an ally. So you are that support role, right? So by reviving people, filling your roll, you're going to fill more of your roll because your abilities are going to refresh faster, which means more healing, which means more support. Fantastic ability. Use it. It's amazing. Then we have Speedy, move faster except when sprinting. So I use this because you still have your shotgun, your goo blaster, so you are going to be in close quarters with plants at some point in time. So this helps dodging bullets, especially against nightcaps. You can just punish nightcap. Scientist is really good with punishing nightcaps. So Speedy is fantastic. And then of course, leveling up. And then the last thing I want to talk about the Scientist is the shotgun. So in Garden Warfare 2, Scientists were known for close quarters except for like the certain variants, but now we don't have variants, so you don't have to kind of play the same way in Garden Warfare 2 where you warp in, get close to them, shoot them. Yes, you have a shotgun, but you can shoot far away. But what I'm about to show you guys is kind of shotgun 101. So let's just shoot. You see how the further it goes, the more it spreads. So you can snipe with the Scientist. You're still going to do a decent amount of damage, but your bullets aren't going to be hitting as much. You're going to be doing the same damage, but overall, it's not as much damage as, like, let's just get close. So once we get closer, the shotgun spread is, like, all together. It is insane. So you're going to do more damage, obviously, but I don't want you guys to think you have to warp in, get behind them every single time, and shoot them. Just because you have a shotgun doesn't mean you cannot shoot far away. I have had plenty of Scientists kill me from far away just sniping away. You have 10 shots, it's just easy. So you can be a support role, you can hang back, just snipe people. When your zombies come running back crying, I have a boo-boo, can you please heal it? You just heal them, they go run back to play, whatever they're doing, then you just start sniping again. Fantastic. So Scientists, I like me some Scientists because we just probably explained it for like 6 minutes. I don't know. But we need to move on to the last zombie, and that is another support type, and that is the Engineer. So Engineer, oh, I love me some Engineer. So he is the support role, like I said. His L1 is like the concussive grenade in the Garden Warfare 2. So you deploy a group of stunning megaphones to block an area and unburrow chompers. So you're still a chomper counter. Fantastic ability. You also counter nightcaps with this. So that makes it 10 times as good because nightcaps are everywhere. Chompers are pretty good in this game now. So L1, fantastic ability, can really ruin Oaks as well when they're trying to push objectives because usually they're leading the pack. So L1, fantastic. How many times have I said fantastic? We need a fantastic count today in today's video. Triangle, heavy helper, create a sentry turret that also buffs nearby allies' weapon power. So I feel like people forget that this buffs weapon power, and I need a drink. So what makes this really good is when you're capturing objectives in turf takeover, you want to place your turret not far away because I see people do this all the time, but you kind of want to put it where your teammates are because one, if you put it near your teammates, you're going to buff their weapon power, and two, the plants are going to focus the PvP players because that's just obvious. They're going to target people that are actually like better at the game than like the AI turret. So they're going to be pressuring them, which means your turret isn't going to be getting shot at, so it's going to do more damage the longer time it buffs weapon power, and just the more damage you do and just the more kills you can get. So the fact that the turret does two different things is fantastic. It's such a good support ability, and it's so good. So good. R1 double time, deploy a speed boost pad. So this is really good. You have to know the maps and just the way your team's like kind of attacking for it to be really good, or defending. You deploy, you just put it on the ground, people walk over it, you can walk over it too to get an insane speed boost. You can use it as you sprint, and it's fantastic. Like, it may seem like a dumb ability, but it can make or break games just by speed boosting your teammates and getting into the objective faster and just pressuring more. So that can make or break the game. But oh boy, we got some people outside doing yard work. I apologize. Let's go over upgrades. So this one, I'm not a fan of. I'm just using it right now. Rough Patch, spawn with more health after suffering multiple vanquishes in a row. So I'm using this right now because I'm pretty good with the Engineer. I've been playing him a lot. One of my favorite classes. So usually I pop off with him. So they're going to start to target me. So Rough Patch just kind of helps with that, basically. And then we have Speedy, move faster except when sprinting. So I use this because his shots have changed, which I will show in a little bit. Excuse me, let me cut real quick. Alright, I live in an apartment complex, so they're always doing yard work. Can't really control it. But speedy, I use this because once I get in close quarter combats, this is really good because I like to jump and shoot like I kind of do with the Rose. And it's just fantastic, and it just comes in clutch. I really like it. It might seem a little bit weird, but it makes sense. And then leveling up, just need to use it. Just need to use it, that's it. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how these shots have changed. So, it's kind of like Overwatch Junkrat, if you guys have seen that. The grenades bounce, and I think it's so good. There's this one map, I don't know what it's called because I'm bad with names, but you can just sit here and like basically do this and just hurt the plants. It's so good. It's insane. So you're gonna have to get used to it. When I first started playing the game, day one when it released, I was so bad with the engineer, wasn't hitting anything, but now I can do some crazy shots. It feels so good. It's so rewarding when you get a kill with the engineer. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but it feels so good. And I'm really liking the engineer. You can do so many things with just the shooting alone, which makes it fantastic. Plus, you can make him look gorgeous like I do right now. So, that is all 6. Wait, no, that was just the zombies. Excuse me. Whoa, what am I doing? I was about to end the video. We didn't even do the plants. Okay, that people outside are really throwing me off. So, first guy I want to talk about on the plant side is the Pea Shooter. This makes me sad because I feel like the Pea Shooter gets no love because of the Nightcap and the Oak. Just Pea Shooter's getting no love, and I think the Pea Shooter is so good. It's better than Pea Shooter and Oak. Best plant, hands down. You need to play them if you haven't. If you haven't played the Oak, I don't know what you're doing, but play the Pea Shooter. So, let's go ahead and go in character details. So, it is an attack roll. Our L1 is the Chili Bean Bomb that we all know and love. Fantastic ability. Really good at being defensive when they're trying to capture. When you're being offensive, trying to capture. Just fantastic ability. Triangle Pea Gatling. Fantastic ability. The one we all know and love, of course, like the Bean Bomb. Pea Shooter hasn't changed too much except the R1. You jump higher, fire faster, which I feel like people forget, and move faster. Hover in the air by holding L2. So sometimes I just press this when I'm shooting to fire quicker. So your R1 is just for that, and you move it, you use it to get into weird positions and just get up high. So he hasn't really changed that much. But there's an upgrade that makes him fantastic. And we're going to go over that right now. So the first one I have, which makes a lot of sense in my opinion, is Combo Faster Refresh Time for all abilities by earning multiple vanquishes rapidly. So this is really good because you have Pea Gatling and you have Chili Bean Bomb. So, and you have your regular shooting. So with all 3 of these, you can easily pick up multiple kills, and it's fantastic. And then you can just do it all over again because it refreshes faster. Then the next one is Pro Spitter. Chili Bean Bomb travels further. So I don't know how I feel about this. I just equipped it. I'm trying it out before I get to max rank. And I don't know how I feel about it. But if you guys have used this, let me know how you feel about it. Like I said, I don't really know. I'm just trying it out. And then our last one, I'm not doing the leveling. Am I doing the leveling thing? Yeah, I do. Okay, we have leveling up, but this one. Woo! Homing Pea. Pea Cannon Peas home towards target enemy. So if you guys don't know, Pea Shooter does have splash damage. You shoot it at their feet, it's going to do some splash damage, but you do more damage when you hit directly on the zombies. So with Homing Pea, you're going to be able to do that more often, and you can just melt down zombies. It is insane. It is so good. Fantastic ability for PvP, and of course, leveling up. Now, Pea Shooter is really good because PvE is, there's more PvE in this game, so Pea Shooter right there just makes it fantastic. Again, I am more talking about PvP in today's video, but for PvE, completing the story, Pea Shooter, fantastic. And then, the next one I want to talk about, our second one, might get some hate, but just let me explain, alright? And I think that's the Corn. So, this list does include the Soldier buff and Corn buff that is coming soon. I don't know exactly when it is coming out. Let me know down below if you know, but I don't know when it's coming out. All I know is they're basically getting reworked. Colonel Corn's, his Cob Blasters are going to shoot faster. All his abilities are getting, I don't know if all of them are getting changed, but most of them are getting changed. So I think Colonel Corn was good before the update was coming. Obviously he's not as good as the other plants, but I put him on this list because I want you guys to give him a chance. I do extremely well with him. That's not saying you guys will. You might not like him. You might not think he's good, but I've had good success with him, and that's why he's on today's list. I was going to put Nightcap on here, but everyone knows Nightcap's good, and she's going to get nerfed soon anyway. I don't really like Nightcap. She can get countered. We basically got into, I don't know, like, we're kind of forced to like find a way to counter her because she was everywhere. So now I like fighting Nightcaps because it's free kills. So I didn't put her on the list. So instead of putting her, I put Colonel Corn because his L1, fantastic ability. So reveal enemies for a short time by throwing a pat of tactical butter. So people are hating on the Corn because he doesn't have his bigger, better butter, which I understand. Fantastic ability, but that was Garden for 2. Battle for Neighborville. L1 is fantastic because a lot of people nowadays are running away because we can sprint now. So you're going to get a zombie down low. You're not going to know where he goes because you're just going to sprint away. You might be reloading, but if you do your L1, you can pick up a kill that way. It's just a fantastic ability knowing where your opponents are, especially in PvP. In PvE, not so great. Triangle, Huskop is still the Huskop we all love and know. It's fantastic. The one thing I do want to say about it is it feels like it's a little bit slower with like the rate of fire. Like when you jump over them, this awesome like example right here, when you're going over them and from your cob blasters going down to the ground hitting the zombie, I feel like it goes a little bit slower. Like you get the kill, but it seems like almost laggy in a way, if that makes sense. But it still does a lot of damage. Great for 1v1 fights. You could use it to get away. I've used it to get on buildings. When zombies are hiding behind buildings, you can Huskop onto the building, press your R1 to shoot shuck shots down, pick up easy kills. Tons of cool stuff you can do with Huskop, and I think it's pretty good. Your R1 is shuck shot, launch 2 highly explosive cobs. Same old thing, just really fantastic ability, kind of like ZPG on Soldier. Just you can pick up so many kills with it. It's good against the Space Cadet when they're in their Space Cadet, like whatever it's called, space station. Really good against that. Really good against All-Star shields if you have to, if there's a lot of zombies in there. Just fantastic. Good for 1v1s. Good when Super Brainz try to whap you in the face with their fist. Just super good. So let's go ahead and go into the upgrades. So low life, gain health by earning a vanquish when at low health. So this is really good because Corn isn't the greatest right now. But when you get pressured by Super Brainz and you do get the kill with your Shuck Shot, your Huskop, a scientist comes in, same thing, Shuck Shot, Huskop, you're going to be at low health. They're going to get you. So this helps a lot with that. Super Spin, increase rate of fire for short time by earning a vanquish. Upgrade can stack up to 3 times. So I use this because you can get easy kills with the Shuck Shot and Huskop. So that's just going to increase your rate of fire. So once you do those 2 abilities, then you have your Cob Blasters and you can pick up kills with that because it's got a buff. Fantastic. And then leveling up, of course. So that is the core. Now if you guys disagree or agree with anything in today's video, let me know down below and let's have a discussion about it. I know my list isn't going to be the same as your list and stuff like that. Just because you have a different list doesn't mean you're wrong. You don't need to like the same characters I do. Just give these guys a chance if you have not. And that's basically what today's video is about and explaining why I think these are the best ones. So our last one we're going to talk about today in our 23-minute video, oh boy, is the Acorn. So this makes me sad because we all know it's not an Acorn class, it's an Oak class. But let's go ahead and go into the character details after I get a drink of water, because I am talking a lot today. I feel like I'm losing my voice already, and I still have to stream. Alright, so we're going to be discussing the Acorn right now. So with our L1, Sap Trap, launch a sticky knockback explosive, press L1 to detonate. So you press L1 and you press L1 again to detonate it. Pretty cool. You just knock back zombies if they're trying to pressure you. You can do some cheeky things with them. There's a video I'm going to upload soon with a glitch. I did this on an engineer's turret and the thing like hovered in the air, wrapped around me, landed on the ground again, and then killed me. It was insane. I'll have to post the video. It's gonna be a short video, but it was the craziest glitch I've ever seen in like PvP. So our next one is how we're gonna get into the Oak. So you transform into an Oak, you start to sing a lullaby. You are vulnerable, so just keep that in mind. Then you're joinable by up to 3 additional Acorns. Your R1 Acorn Dash, quickly spin in the direction you're moving. So this is really good because if you're the Acorn, you're getting shot at, about to die, you can get away. Scientists warp in to try to get an easy kill, you can R1 away. This is really good because when you're in oak form, you're about to die in the oak, you press triangle to eject basically. When the Acorn jumps out of the tree and you're in the air, press R1 and you can basically fly through the air. It's super easy to get away. And it's fantastic. I feel like I don't see many Acorns do that, and I do it all the time. It's so good. So now we're talking about the oak. L1 is super sap trap, so it's basically like the Acorn's ability, but bigger and just more explosive because it's a tree rather than an Acorn. We just have a bigger gun. Pretty fantastic ability. You could use this against the All-Star Shield, Space Station, just basically anything. Super Brainz is fantastic ability. Treject or triangle is how we get back into the Acorn. So as soon as you press triangle, press your R1, fly through the air, have a good time. R1, roll for damage. You roll a giant damaging log towards opponents. So be careful with this because zombies can jump over it. I do it all the time as a zombie. Feels really good. So be careful when you do your R1. Don't be too far away where you give them a lot of time to react to your log. I use this as well when you're up near a shield, an all-star shield, you could just instantly break it. So you press the R1, break the shield, press L1 again to detonate against the all-star. It'll basically almost kill him, then you just press your R2, all-star's dead, shield's gone, feels really good. And then the Acorn Passengers, which makes the oak extremely good. So you have your L1, the detonate thing, pretty good. Treject, so you can leave the oak if the tree is about to die, or if you're about to die, you can die when you're on top of the tree. Just keep that in mind. But your R1, lumber support, and let me tell you, it is support. Heal yourself and oak rapidly. So this is what makes the oak so extremely just fantastic. I mean, it has good abilities, but just paired with this healing is insane. If you have really good Acorn Passengers, you could just never die. You have to play smart as well with the oak, but you could just do amazing things. I am going to do a video where I have some of my best buds be Acorn Passengers. We're going to communicate. We're going to go like try hard mode, and we're going to show you just how insane it is. It is so good. But that's basically oh wait, no, that's not it. Don't click the video. Don't click out. Gotta go over the upgrades. But I haven't really looked at these upgrades because I've just been leveling them. I've had these upgrades for a while now and they are doing wonders. So health regeneration, faster health regeneration, and health regeneration delay. So my thought process with this is you're an oak. In Garfield 2, Torchwood you'd get targeted all the time because he was good and he was big and scary. Oak is good, big and scary. You're going to get a lot of kills with the oak. People are going to know like, oh, that guy keeps killing me. I got to get revenge. You're going to be big and scary. They're going to be targeting you. It's just every game you're going to be targeted. So with these two abilities, helps out a lot, especially with your Acorn Passengers. It's so good. So good. And then of course we have leveling up. So I'm going to get rid of this when I hit master. I might keep these two honestly and then just try to find a really good upgrade. But when I get classes to master and I play around with their abilities, I am going to be doing character showcases on what I think the best abilities are. But these are just abilities I've been using to level these guys up. But we need to go ahead and end the video because it's at 30 minutes. I might have left some things out. Let me know down below. I did try to cover a lot and quickly. I'm out of breath, thirsty, my mouth's dry, probably sound weird, but let me know down below if your list is different, if you agree with some things, if I missed anything. Let's just talk about the classes. Any of the classes. If I didn't cover one and you want to talk to me about the Snapdragon, let me know. We'll talk about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please fling a banana at that like button. If you are new here, maybe think about subscribing, hitting the bell icon so you don't miss out on any more monkey mischief. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Peace!